and after completion of 30 years and 23 days in India Army, I got retired and I was in first rank. So my education was stopped up to 5th class, in middle. Army background and all that. All these things are not allowed in army life because of since I was born and brought up in a very, very, very poor family. And my father, he was a daily laborer. I was walking 12 kilometers with my father to attend a marriage ceremony during those days. I was in a poor family. I was doing hard labor and all that. During 1 o'clock in the hot summer days, that running was conducted. But she proved she was right, and I was again I became a para volunteer and paratrooper, the Commando and all that. I was a volunteer. Then I served in para brigade. It is a most power brigade in the Indian Army. So I did my para jumping.
Okay, you did the para jump. Okay,
all that
with the
red beret, maroon beret, and all that. Everybody knows.
If you're just focusing on the negative part, it will be very tough, very difficult for you to. So this stuff and the suffering, the challenges, he turned it around as a blessing.
Again, for the third inning, I am preparing for my spiritual life for my wife with the help of my wife and children. I will continue my third inning in that way. So you see, again I will, as I told, I will call it Dharmapati and our culture and all that. No, I will not go. I got so much angry. You will be laughing for about 2 days together. I couldn't call her. Young generation, that they should give respect, value to their parents, elders, their teachers, their mentors, their guides. They have got good experience. जैसे कि हिंदी में बोलते हैं, ये बाल ऐसे सफेद नहीं हुआ है.
ओके, हेलो फ्रेंड्स, आज पॉडकास्ट में हम एक बहुत एक्सपीरियंस पर्सन लाए हैं जो आर्मी बैकग्राउंड से हैं और वो क्या कहते हैं बहुत कठिनाइयों से गए हैं. आज उनकी जीवनी, उनके बारे में जानेंगे, उनसे बात करेंगे और सीखेंगे और आपके सीखने के लिए बहुत कुछ है. We have a lot to learn from this podcast, so please watch this carefully, spend a lot of time in watching this. This will be a longer podcast, so please save some time. If you're watching this and you don't have time, please save it for your future and then watch it later. So let's get started. Let's invite. Hello sir, आपका स्वागत है. I'm inviting you to this podcast. Welcome. Let's start with a small introduction about yourself.
Thank you very much. Really, frankly speaking, I am not acquainted to all this interview, this thing. As you told, I am from the army background and all that. All these things are not allowed in army life because of the security of the country. So many things are involved. So this is my very new and first time, and you are just giving me a chance to introduce myself, to say something and my experience and all that. Actually, I am from a very village background. Born and brought up in a village background, very, very poor family. At the early age, just after completion of my school life, and after that, only 2 years in college life, I joined Indian Army. And after completion of 30 years and 23 days in Indian Army, I got retired in 2012, and after that I was working in a private company, and after that just a while in army and also while in civil also company, I joined ISKCON. So this is my small introduction.
Thank you for your introduction, sir. So I would like to know a little bit about your childhood, about how you started, where you were born, and how was your family life, how was you brought up, and how was your school life, and how did you spend that time of your life, and how challenging were those situations. So if you can throw some light on that.
Okay, so far as the childhood this thing is concerned, as in my introduction part I told you, I was born in a village background, in a poor family and all that. So during those days also, even if the school and in colleges, the expenditure very minimum. But still then, it was a very difficult for a person like me, since I was born and brought up in a very poor family. And my father, he was a daily laborer. To be very honest, there is nothing to feel shy, to honestly to tell something. Okay, so up to 5th class, anyhow, they were thinking that my son will go little bit, he will read, he will be able to read Ramayana, Bhagavad Gita and spiritual. During those days, that is the very big achievement if they are just read and write something.
Okay.
And
So
also,
you can also mention about your father, what he was doing. I know he
my
was
father, oh, he was a daily laborer. He was doing farming, and he has got some good cows.
cows.
Okay, the milkman. So
Okay.
we are Gauda by caste in Orissa. They are milkman. So we are looking after nice cows. So during childhood days also, I was helping my parents.
Okay.
Because it was very difficult if I go only to the school for study and all that. So who will look after the cows? Who will bring grass for the cows? So it was very difficult. If I'll tell you one very funny thing, now when I am just telling this, so during those days I was stood fast in class.
Okay.
So those days,
So you got first rank in your class.
yes, fast rank in my class. Then the teachers, they called my father.
Okay.
So you are a very poor man, so not being able to send your boy to your son to the school. We'll give free schooling and tuition fee and all that.
Okay.
The reply, if you listen, I will laugh. Then my father replied them, okay, so far as the schooling is concerned, is free. But who will bring grass for my cows? So that is not enough. Whenever we will find time, I will send to you for a free tuition and all that. For the rest of time, just after finishing the school and all, he will be available in home. He will go for grass cutting and look after the cows. So that was my childhood days. And with that also, I have faced so many challenges.
Can you mention some of the challenges?
One or two, just I will make a mention. In 5th class, so there is an exam fee, there is a radio fee, then other poor boys fund, some subscription, 3 or 5 paisa every student will give.
Okay.
And so many things, including tuition fee, everything will come to 5 rupees half yearly.
Okay. That means 10 rupees in a year. That was your school fees.
So during that time, when 5 rupees at a time, so my father was, 5 rupees. I am not being able to pay 5 rupees. It's better to take me off from the 5th class. So, as I told,
so this happened practically.
Practically it happened.
Okay.
As I told, in my those days, I was in first rank. So my education was stopped after 5th class, in middle of the 5th class. Okay. So then other boys, my friends, those are from rich background, the rich persons, so their son, they no, Manmohan is not going, we will not go.
Okay. Your friends.
Yeah, friends. Then they are going for cutting grass, we will go for cutting grass. He is looking after cows, we will also go with him. So then their parents, they thought, they will go ruin. Then they called my father. Okay, we are giving 6 or 7 rupees. Just allow your son. Let him go and continue his study. So this is the challenges during those days. Even we can't think nowadays.
Exactly. So all those friends you're watching, you're young and you're going to school, or if adults are watching and your child are going to school, please share this podcast with them and make sure they watch it carefully. these are the challenges your parents go through. These are the challenges all these oldies, all the elderly people have gone through. And because of their sacrifice and because of they facing these challenges, now we are able to enjoy the luxury that we have got in our life. So let's continue with the story. Yes, sir.
Okay, another thing, if you add it, so actually this taking birth in a poor family and not continuing my education during that is it is a boon. It is proved a boon for me during that time. Then I think if I will discontinue, if I will not study well, they will not get some national scholarship. During those days, in 7th class, they were giving a national scholarship.
Okay. So what was it about?
Like in 7th class, if you will rank first or in a district level or in state level, in that rank, they will give money every month to post office.
Like
you have to open a post
scholarship,
like
monthly
scholarship. Like scholarship.
Very nice.
Yes. So that national scholarship, that is called during those national scholarship.
Okay.
So they will give a little bit amount. We will open an account in post office. So because banking facilities and all that during that time, it was not there. So post office was there. You have to open an account and then national scholarship will come to you, so that it will help the good students and the poor students to continue their study. So during those days, I was also getting a national scholarship.
Okay.
So with that, I continued my study up to 11th class.
Okay.
So after completion of 11th board exam, so again, it was very difficult to get admission in a college.
So sorry to interrupt. I just want to know what was the value of 1 rupee. Now, when you said your school fees was 10 rupees the whole year, so can you just like it was how long back? Which year was it? And what was the value of 1 rupee? Can you just express it? How important it was for you?
See, around 1980s. So 1982, I passed that my matriculation, that 11th class board exam. So 11th back. So during the 70s, 1 rupee. The one, as I told, one labor will go to field. The whole day he will work. The daily laborer, he will get only 3 rupees.
Okay, full day as in 8 hours to 12 hours.
8 hours to 12 hours.
12 hours. If you work, you get 3 rupees.
Only 3 rupees.
Okay.
And that too, every day he will not get work.
Okay, every day he may not get work.
May or may not, during rainy season and during some bad climate, weather and all that, he will not get the work.
So how much equivalent to it? Like out of that 3 rupees, how much like things you could buy out of that?
Out of that 3 rupees, you have to take rice. Vegetables are very cheap.
Okay.
Sometimes you have to get it from your own land, also own field garden and fields and all that. So sometimes only you will just spend some condiments, oil, and maintaining the relatives. Sometimes there is some marriage, this thing, that thing. Even that too also, you will not go by bus. You have to walk.
Just to save some money.
Yes. I know. I was walking 12 kilometers with my father to attend a marriage ceremony during those days. Okay.
See how luxurious you are going through. Like you can easily book a cab to go to any place. You can easily travel by auto, and mostly everyone might be having at least two two-wheelers, or maybe a car at home. So this all challenges your parents would have gone through to get to that luxury. Please try to appreciate your parents and have that grateful feeling. So let's continue with the story. Yes, sir. So after your education, then you said you passed out of 11th standard. So what happened after that?
Okay, that time I was thinking better I should go for any job. But during that time also, to get a job, after completion of 11th class, it was that time also, it was very difficult.
Okay.
So I was trying, I was during school days, I was a very good runner, good sportsman also. So I was running, sportsman, football and all that, joining scouts also, then NCC also. So then I was just listening and hearing that if you do all the things easily, you will get a job. So I was attending all those also. So after 11th class, then they told, no, you continue your study, we will help you. Then
like who said this?
That my friends' parents. The rich people. So they are little bit, we will help a little bit, you should also contribute so that you can continue your study. So we sold our one bachda, one cow, then purchased a second-hand cycle. Then somebody gave some this pant, shirt and all that. Then one pair is enough. So you can't think, as you are telling that going to school and colleges by car and by two-wheeler and all that, it was a dream. So I purchased a second-hand cycle, second-hand railway cycle. So I was going 8 kilometer and coming back 8 kilometer. So 16 kilometer. Morning you will have some food. Again, after completion of your college, that one college, it is over. Then you have to attend the NCC. So they will go to samosa and one jalebi. And we are so much happy, full hungry. We are so much happy. Oh, at least we are getting, and it will also give it will boost our morale, and we are doing NCC parade and all that. Then again we have to do cycling and to come back to 8 kilometers. So really it was a very struggling, but from that also, any challenges it was coming and all that, we are not thinking it is a very big thing and it is challenge and all that. No, anything is coming, we are facing that, and we are also overcoming all those challenges.
Can you speak a little more about your parents, your mother? How did she contribute?
Okay, then I will tell you. My father, as I told you, was a daily laborer. After working somewhere in somebody's field, so during the lunch period, we will cut the grass for our cows. Then in rainy season, we will not get the work. Then he will call me, son, come, we will go and bring some grass for our cows, or we will go to nearby jungle to bring some firewood. Okay. Then one small river was there. We have to swim, we have to cross that river, we go to the jungle, we will cut the wood, sometimes dry wood, sometimes half dried wood, then put our on head, then we will come, that river also will put on the river side, we will swim, pull, push and all that. Again we will cross the river, again we will bring all those things to our home. So my father, when I was just getting 12 or 13 or 14 years, was so happy my son is helping me and all that. My mother also, sometimes just after cooking, he will put that lunch for me. When I came at 4 o'clock from school or 5 o'clock, then I will take that, I will take my lunch, then I will go again for grass cutting. My mother has gone also, okay, but she's little old, she can't carry that heavy load. So he will cut the grass, then both will come and together and bring the grass for our cow. So throughout their life, they have struggled like anything, just to give a little education to me. And they were praying like anything before the God that give this thing to my son, even not for us. So because of their well wishes, because of the prayer and all that, so here as I am right now, it is because of their prayer, not because of my hard labor. It is not possible. It is the blessings of the parents and is the mercy of the Lord. And they were, just when I was 9th, 10th and 11th, they will take me for reading Ram Lila, reading Krishna Lila, like this thing, Bhagavatam and all. I don't have book. They will think, no, you don't have book. Let us go, those who are having a book. So they will take me to their home and they will request, my son will read here. You tell them the rhythm and all that, we will read it and we will give you back with a thanks, we will come back. So about my parents, if I am right now, I've got some spiritual consciousness, God consciousness, it is again because of my parents' blessings.
Very nice. So thank you, sir, for sharing that. Can you share a little more about your professional journey that you initially in your introduction you said you were working in the army. So can you share some of your how did you join the army? How was the journey? So a little more about that.
As I told you, my financial condition was not good. So I was always looking for the alternative. Whenever I will get a chance, I will get a job. So one day I got the news that in our district headquarters Cuttack, which is almost about 60 kilometers from my home, there is an interview which is going that physical running, this thing, push, pull, and all that. So many things, as you know, in army. So there is a recruitment in the army. So I was thinking, how will go to the Cuttack? I don't have money. That so 60 kilometers. That 1 or 2 bus during that time was going. So I called my close friends. Let us go and try for the recruitment in a army. So we were 4 that time. So we all 4 we went to Cuttack. But luckily or unluckily, I don't know, all of them they couldn't get through. I just told, since I was in a poor family, I was doing hard labor and all that. During 1 o'clock in the hot summer days, that running was conducted. So how they will run? So is it not a blessing for me that those challenges? So because of that hard labor, I could run during that hot summer, 1 o'clock. And that was also, I don't have a PT suit, this thing, that thing. Where from we will get that? Afterwards, we came to know that this thing was there. So, okay, barefoot you have to run. So, I got through in my physical part. After 1 month, again they called for a written exam and all that. So, that math, English, and some precise writing, small paragraph and all that. So again, I appeared in the written exam, and I got through. That paper was going for Calcutta, from Cuttack to Calcutta. They will check that paper and come back. They will prepare the merit list based on the physical and written. So in that, so I came the second ranking. So written exam also, and so physical part. So I got through. Again after 1 month, they called me that you have been selected, then you have to join the army, and only for second part of the medical part they will check. So again I got through in that medical thing. So then I was sent to Bangalore. So Bangalore, how to go, how to do, and all things. The boy who has not gone out of the village, he has gone to Cuttack only to appear in the physical and medical and all that. Then I was sent to Bangalore. Then I did my training for 6 months, physical training, 6 months in Bangalore. Then
sorry to interrupt. So here you are saying 4 of your friends you went for the selection process, and out of those 4 you were the only one who got selected, and the 3 were not selected. So here I just want to bring one point. Like, see, friends, if you are going through a tough time, if you're just focusing on the negative part, it will be very tough, very difficult for you to. So this stuff and the suffering, the challenges, he turned it around as a blessing. So blessing in disguise, that is what he is expressing. All those struggles and blessings, all those problems that he faced, all those actually turned out to be a blessing when he got into the army. So let's continue, sir. Yeah.
Yes, as you told, and I was mentioning, during my school days and college days, I joined Scout. I joined NCC. After reporting in Bangalore, in 90 boys, we are doing training together. So out of those 9 boys, I became the leader. So I will took all the 9 boys to training ground. Then I will give report out of this 90. These many are on duty, these many are sick, and these are presents. So because before coming to army, I know that the parade, this thing, PT, BPT, physical part and all that. I was little tough also.
Okay.
So I got the chance. So during night duty and all that, they will not put me because you are the leader. So all that. So anyhow, I completed my physical training 6 months in Bangalore. After that, I was sent to Aurangabad, Maharashtra for 10 months. There I did the technical training, and then the technical training also from all over India, from different regiments and corps, they will be there. So in that also, again I don't know. I was thinking whether in technical training, if you are not good, again you will be sent back or not. I don't know. I don't have knowledge also. So I was thinking I was doing hard labor there also. Anyhow, I should continue my job. So there also, I stood fast. And I got a gold medal there in Aurangabad. Okay, and Aurangabad, since I was first rank, again I was not back to Bangalore, but again from 1 month training. From there, I was sent to Simla. They were very big headquarters during that time, Himachal Pradesh. So after 3 years, then I was posted to Nagaland. Then from Nagaland, again I became a para volunteer and paratrooper, the Commando and all that. I was a volunteer. Then I served in para brigade. It is the most powerful brigade of Indian Army. So I did my para jumping.
Okay, you did the para jump. Okay,
all that
with the
red beret, maroon beret, and all that. Everybody knows, and all that. After that, then from there I went to Rajasthan, Suratgarh, and for Suratgarh, then I went to Punjab, Pathankot. Then while I was in Pathankot, then the Kargil war started. Then Kargil war I participated. I was in front in that operation of underground and all that. For 10 months I was there. So after that, again I was back to Bangalore, again back to Nagaland, then Delhi, and from Delhi after completion of 30 years, then I got retired. But I was thinking, after 30 years, if I will retire, before the retirement, I should also prepare myself to get a job in civil.
Okay, well, let's come to that part later. So in this process, like, when did you get married, and how was your family life? Can you tell a little bit about that also? So
okay. So as
30 years is a long journey. So in this process, a lot of things would have happened. But let's talk a little bit about your family life.
Okay. So during early 8 years of my service, okay. So as I told you, I have a very, very poor background. So in the army, we are getting food, clothes for coming and going back to home and all that, warrant, warrant, allowances and all that. So maximum during that time I was getting only 515 rupees.
So this is
1982.
1982. So you were getting
515 rupees.
515
so that was
rupees
my
per
salary.
month.
So you will be astonished. Within 8 years, as I told you, I have got good relationship with rich people. So I was thinking, I should prepare a house. So that during my marriage, I will call all those rich people. Okay?
Yeah.
So they have helped me a lot. At least I should also invite them and all that. So that I constructed a house in my village. Okay? Since I was in army, I was taking some applications duly recommended by the army commanders and all that. They will give to civil administration to get cement, iron rods during those on very subsidized rate and all that. So I constructed a building of 5 rooms. So in 1982 to 90, so in 18 years. So in 90, I got married. So I took my wife to Agra.
Okay.
Then from Agra, then I thought, if I will take my wife and after that children with me to army background, so I can give a little good education to my children. I can better look after my wife's medical facilities are there, school facilities are there. So I take advantages of all the facilities being given by the medical facilities, canteen facilities and all that. So thinking all that thing in mind, I was taking my wife and after that children. Then I continued in that.
Okay. So how supportive was your wife? Like, she might be young, and you are in the army. You are facing so many challenges, and always there is some emergency. So how do you feel? How supportive was your wife, and how you felt that how wife should be? So as if they are, if the husband is put in certain circumstances, how the wife should support. So what is your like?
One thing I'll
Realization.
tell you, in my case, if I will call her as a wife, so then I will minimize her value. Really, I am telling you. If I will tell Dharma Patni, then it will be nice. Because I am not blaming that English language and all that. But so far as the culture is concerned, our culture is concerned, is called a Dharma Patni. Very young age. She was very young. Our age difference was 8 years. Okay. She was 8 years younger to me. She has no knowledge of anything from village background, but pure. Yes, I will admit that when I got family accommodation in Agra, I came. Then I told my parents, I will take my wife from this. My wife has told me, no. Your parents are very old and I will not go. Then everybody will blame my parents. So, I don't want to blame my parents so that I will look after your parents. I have taken the accommodation. I have not railway warrant for taking my wife. But she was so determined. That point of time, it hurt me. Since a young boy is married and everybody will like to take their wife. I was also thinking, and I got a little annoyed. But afterwards, then I realized I was wrong and she was right. One point. Second point, I will also tell you in one or two cases. Before my retirement, I was in Delhi. So my wife, he is, so far as the spiritual is concerned, is stronger than me. So she joined ISKCON. Okay. And her spiritual life started before me. Again the same thing happened. I took very good house in Delhi. I was thinking I will take my wife and children, I will stay there happily, I will show them many things. Materialistic minded, little bit, their salary has been increased, all that. Something, some enjoyment, this thing, that thing, it's a natural, it comes to our mind. So no, if I will go with you, then whatever I am learning, all these spiritual things and all that, then it will go away. Then my children, here in Bangalore, they are getting good education. The boy was in army school and my daughter was in central school, Kendriya Vidyalaya. So you see, again I will, as I told, I will call it Dharma Patni and our culture and all that. No, I will not go. I got so much angry. You will be laughing for about 2 days together. I couldn't call her. Because of the anger. But she proved she was right and I was wrong. I realized it, I accepted it, and because of that determination, you can tell it better, it is a sankalpa and a nishtha. If I am happy now, it is because of my Dharma Patni. And she is throughout my life very helpful, not only to me, to my family, extended family, my children and everybody, neighbors also. All they have been benefited.
Very nice. Okay, now sir, as you already started your journey after the army life, so let's continue with that. Yeah.
Okay. So as well as just giving any hints and just before my retirement, I was thinking after retirement how I should continue. Then 2 years before, there is a provision. I should take permission from army. I can appear in any exam, but I can't join that. But you can appear in the exam, there is a provision. So I took no objection certificate and I joined in a staff selection commission. Okay, in that exam, I appeared in that exam So I got through in the first phase also, in the second phase also, and after that in some computer proficiency test, even if I was not that skilled and all that, but little bit knowledge, working knowledge I have got. So I got through, and just after retirement, again it is my parents' blessings and God's mercy. Just after retirement, I got a job, and I continued with that. Though still I am continuing, and another 2 months and a few days is left. I will be completing 60 years of service. Again, for the third inning, I am preparing for my spiritual life for my wife, with the help of my wife and children. I will continue my third inning in that way.
Okay. So now I see that you have a tilak on your forehead. Can you throw some insight? How did you enter this journey, and how challenging it was, or how blissful it was? So can you throw some light on this also?
Okay, so before retirement, I got some knowledge regarding this spirituality and all that, and I told. It was sprouted long time back. As I told, my parents were telling to Ramayana, Mahabharata, and all that.
School days.
So whenever you will get time, that sprout will come. Again, when I was in Delhi during summer holidays of my children, my wife came with some little books and all that, whatever she has learned. Then in 2 months, she taught me this thing. Then I was just going through those books. Then during morning and evening, during some arti and all that, then I was thinking, it is so many things are there which I don't have the knowledge. So as you know, in ISKCON, so many things, principles and all that, they will not take this thing, that thing, non-veg, it is separate. Even they will not take onion and garlic. But I thought, if for a blissful life, for a happiness, a meaningful life, then why not to again take challenges as I took challenges during my material life also. Then that way I analyzed. Then I thought, no, I should start. So during those days also, even 4 years before my retirement, even I was not getting time. So I was in my room as cooking. Sometimes only I would take a boiled dal. Okay, then in that boiled dal I'll put some ghee and tomato and mirchi and some. My wife has given some powder, this day dhania powder, mirchi powder, haldi powder on that. In that some small boxes. She will give 3 months or 4 months. She will send out. Sometimes when I'll come on leave, she will give to me.
Okay, so you were in Delhi and she was in
Bangalore.
Okay.
So in a year, 3 times I was coming, and as I told her, during summer holidays, she will the people they are mentor and guider. They will give no. Your husband has taken accommodation you have not got there. It should be a good relationship. Spiritual joining should start together and all that. Then you should know each other in a better way, keeping the Lord in a center. So spirituality is only half thing, not even a half thing. So because you cannot use your body, your mind, your whatever, the money and this home in a proper way. Unless otherwise you have got some spiritual knowledge and scriptural knowledge. So based on that, as they told that Guru, Sadhu, and so, really it's very, very helpful. It not only will help the individual, your family, your relatives, your neighbors, extended family, and altogether everybody.
Okay. So as we are about to wind up our session, so I would just request you to, if you want to give around 4 or 5 lessons to the young generation who are coming, who are a lot of engaged in technology, and help them to understand the value of life, the challenges of life, and how they can overcome.
Young generation, that they should give respect, value to their parents, elders, their teachers, their mentors, their guides. They have got good experience. जैसे कि हिंदी में बोलते हैं, ये बाल ऐसे सफेद नहीं हुआ है. So I should, as a young boy, should not commit any mistake. Which mistake they have committed. Once I was just hearing their parents, no, you should not take this onion, garlic or this non-veg. No, आपके समय तो आपने enjoy किया, हमको enjoy नहीं करने दे रहे. You see, that is not that. If I have done some mistake, I have committed any mistakes, I am realizing that, repenting, why my children will do, they repeat the same thing. So, they should give value to their parents. They should listen their parents. They have good knowledge, experience, and all that. They should listen that. So far as the technology is concerned, it is so advanced, it is not being used. To some extent it is being used. So some extent it is also being misused. So far as the misuse part is concerned, what I feel as a man of 60, so it is the misusing more and more. So they should know why I am being sent to school, why I am being sent to college, what is my prime aim, what for I am being given money, this mobile, all these things. Can't I use in a proper way to take the maximum benefit out of it? So they should use their money, body, mind, that technical, whatever that facilities or advantages. So they should, everything, their body, their mind, everything they should use in a proper way. They should learn from their seniors, their parents, their teachers, mentors and guide. And I will also tell, if it is possible, they should listen, even if that so much curriculum, so much pressure from college and school there, they should at least give some time to this spiritual.
Yes.
And I am telling you that time will not be waste. That time will help them to do good, do better in their curriculum career, in their school and college life also. Definitely they do. And comparatively, after some time they will feel, yes, it is helping me, and they will be attracted towards this. In both fields they will do good.
Thank you, sir. So now, since you have given some advices to the young generation, can you give some more advices to the older generation who have the responsibility of taking care of the younger generation? So how they should guide the young generation?
Yes, I have seen in so many cases, the parents or grandparents, parents, they are putting pressure, so much pressure on the young people. They should also know that how they are going out, how they are being attracted by so many things. So sometimes the situation, the circumstances, they are also attracting more and more to them.
Distracting.
Yes. They are distracting from the main course, from main thing to the substandard things. If they will give the practical this thing, I will not tell that no, you will go to this temple, but parents are not going. They will not listen. They will see what you are doing. Sometimes you should not be so hard. In a polite manner, at what time they are ready, but in a polite manner, in a nice manner, they should tell them, guide them. They should not put pressure, unnecessary pressure on them. So, if in the right, nicer way, they will guide their children, definitely they will listen. And they should be
more of
an example.
Practicing, they should practice
Practicing,
preach.
Preach. Then definitely young generation will be saved.
That's very good. Okay. Thank you, sir, for making time for this podcast and educating our younger generation and helping our older generation to come align together and be a part of this society and also help this society to grow. And at the end of the day, I would like to say thank you to all the viewers. Please watch this video podcast again and again if required. And if I get a very good response from this podcast, we'll get sir again and throw some more insight from his life and his experience. And thank you for watching. Please like this video and share with your friends and family. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. If any one of you is benefited, then I will feel very, very, very happy. I will be blissful that listening to my experience. If only one man, one boy, one girl, if one individual is benefited, I will be so happy. Thank you very much for listening carefully and giving your valuable time.
Okay, bye bye. Thank you.